What is going on? It is your favorite coach. Let's get it. We're going to pin this, comment, and we're going to get this popping. As you guys are pulling up, let me lower this. Let's get it. As you guys are pulling up, let me know how your day is going in the comments. We're going to get this rocking and rolling. Today's conversation is going to be absolutely incredible. I'm super stoked. IG, what is popping? Chords, what is good? Let's go. TikTok, what is freaking, let's go. Let's go. Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, you know the drill. Okay, so I apologize if I'm a little low energy, but man, I'm not really feeling 100% today, but it's going to be good. We're going to be giving you guys some actionable value into this microphone. So let's go. We're going to hop right into today's episode. We're not going to waste any freaking time here. So with that being said, let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. What is going on, fam? Welcome back to another episode of the Shift Your Mind, Change Your Life podcast. This is your favorite coach, Coach Sal. Let's get it. In today's episode, I'm talking about the concept of maintaining a social life, progressing towards your goals. Now, this is something I think a lot of people struggle with, and I want to make this very clear that it doesn't have to be so cookie cutter. And what I mean by that, I think there's a big misconception in the fitness space, thinking that everything has to be perfect. You're on or off the meal plan. You know, I have to do all this cardio and training and all this and that. And honestly, I want to be completely transparent with you guys. I enjoy myself all the time. And I feel like I try and make that very clear because I think a lot of people struggle with thinking, well, if I'm doing this program, if I have this trainer, this coach, like trying to get in shape needs to be this very big, daunting uphill process. And I'm here to tell you that it doesn't need to be that way. And I'm saying that with conviction. Why? Because I struggle with that for majority of my life, honestly, up until the last couple of years. And I'm here to tell you that you can do both 100%. And the other side of it is the truth is that there has to be a little bit of sacrifice if you want real progress. You know, like you could show up every single day in the gym and maybe think you're doing things properly, but not see any results. So it's like a very fine line. It's a push and pull when it comes to seeing true progress. There's seasons to grind. There's seasons to chill. Again, I just came off a prep so now I'm in more of like off-season vibes. So I'm not like as completely dialed in. I'm still tracking macros, right? I'm still training, doing cardio, but it's not to the extremity. Now, here's the thing. I want to tell you guys a quick story. So for my younger years, I used to train all winter because I grew up in New York and it's cold majority of the year. So all winter, I would be locked in like all or nothing, chicken, broccoli, right? Not going out. I'm not drinking. I'm not doing all these things. And then I would train for the summer, get to the summer, and then I'm just like, man, I'm chilling. I don't got to do nothing, right? And I think a lot of people feel that way. Let me know if you could resonate with that in the comments. But the problem with that is it's a broken mentality. And it is. Why? Because if you're thinking of it from that perspective, I need to be on or off. I need to be all or nothing, 100% or fuck it, right? You have that perspective that leads to resentment towards the action. That creates burnout, and that allows you to maybe not view it the way it needs to be. So I want to change that for you in today's episode and understand that consistency, patience, those are the two key ingredients that I really want you guys to grasp today. And that's exactly what me and my team are focused on with my clients, right? Like just doing something every single day. Whatever that looks like for you is totally fine. You don't have to be in the gym 6 days a week to see results. Like you could literally just go for walks every day, maybe do a little bit better with your food, get better sleep. And I think over time, like that will lead you to a much better, sustainable, long-term lifestyle approach. And that's the goal, right? Like you don't have to be in the gym every freaking day. You could go for walks on the beach on days you're resting, right? And on those rest days, maybe you do your laundry. Maybe you cook some food, stretch a little bit, right? Like go to bed a little earlier. Like all of these things play a role. Getting your supplements in line. There's so many other areas to focus on. And that's what I constantly allow my clients to understand. I should say help them understand a little bit better to our perspective, because we all understand like, hey, we need to exercise. We need to probably eat a little bit better. Like all these things, we get that. Right. And I think so many of us come at it of this approach of being so cookie cutter. And that's what I wanted to cover today. So a couple lessons to break down for you guys so you could take some actionable value home from today's episode. If you remain focused and you remain intentional with your gym sessions when you are there, you don't need to be there for 2 hours. So when you think of that from a logical perspective and you're taking calculated action, workout should take you 45 minutes, an hour in and out. Go live your life. Like I don't tell my clients that it needs to be all or nothing because I don't believe that it has to be that way. Like I want you guys to enjoy yourself. I want you to live your best life, right? And you need to take care of yourself and do that. right? Because if you're just like grinding yourself into the ground, you're going to be like, fuck this. This is too hard. What's the point, right? My client Kim just pulled up, right? And she said, you're the reason I get my nails done and buy myself flowers every Thursday on rest days. There you go. Like, I'm a women's coach. I talk mostly to ladies. Like, that's what it is. Like, take care of yourself. Fill your cup. Because if you don't do that, you're not going to want to continue to show up. And I struggle with that sometimes too. Like, damn, it's a rest day. Like, I don't really know what to do with myself. Cool. I'm going to wash my clothes. I'm going to cook some food. I'm going to get good sleep. I'm going to stretch. I'm going to maybe go for a walk. Like, I'm going to focus on hanging out or maybe picking up the phone, calling my family, calling my friends. Like, it doesn't have to be so cookie cutter. Calculated action. Get in the gym. Get out. Don't punish yourself with restrictions and hours of cardio. Like, that's not the way to do it. That leads to burnout. That leads to resentment. And that's not what we want. That's not sustainable, because that's what you want to really think of it as, a sustainable lifestyle, right? Does that make sense? Is that valuable so far? What do we got? Drop some fire if you guys are getting value. Let's get it. Because I just see too many people, too many struggling with this. And I think it's important to understand this concept. And I think it could serve you tremendously. So let's keep this rolling. Like, if you're able to dial in with your macros, right? Like, if you're able to get good sleep, if you're able to push yourself when you are training, that's another thing too, like training intensity. A lot of people sitting there texting between sets, not really pushing it. Get in, get out, work to failure, have some fun with it. Then when you leave the gym, just be smarter with your choices when you go out. I think there's this like treat yourself mentality nowadays that's super popular. Yes, enjoy yourself in moderation, but just because you push yourself in the gym doesn't mean you go treat yourself every single day, because then you're not going to be able to see progress. And that's what I'm trying to really hammer home today, is that it doesn't have to be so linear. It doesn't have to be this black and white approach, right? That's not sustainable. That's not a lifestyle. What we're doing here, fitness, does not have to be an uphill battle. It doesn't have to be a chore all the time. Because I think that holds many people back from actually sticking with it. That approach, I'm off the diet, I'm on the diet, I'm doing this training program, doing this meal plan, doesn't work that way. Yes, I'm a coach. That's what I practice with my clients, but I want to make sure that we're focused on the right mindset and perspective continuously to make sure that you get the results long-term. Because, okay, you have a goal. You want to get in shape for the wedding, the honeymoon, right? The vacation, all those things. But again, what happens when you get there? Do we just stop? Is it done? Do you let yourself go? No, because I did that for so long. Like I just mentioned earlier in the episode, I would train all winter and then let myself go in the summer. And it was like this endless loop of losing weight, gaining it back again, losing it. And it's just like, man, that's just not the move, right? Like, honestly, I only train 5 days a week. 5 days a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, rest Thursday, Friday, Saturday, take Sunday off. My sessions are 40 minutes to an hour. I'm in and out. And I spread out my cardio. I usually go to the gym early, work for a bit, and then maybe walk at night. That's it. And then when I meal prep, and then when I heat up my food in the microwave, I'm tracking it while it's heating up for the 2 minutes that it takes. Right? Doesn't have to be that complicated. It can be super simple. So think of it from that way. That is how you get consistent. Here's the other point too that I want to cover. If you go on a vacation, if you go on a trip, dude, think of it this way. If I just wake up and go for a walk on the beach, that's a win. If I'm just a little bit more intentional with how I choose to operate when I go to restaurants, that's a win. It doesn't have to be like, oh, fuck, I'm going on a trip for a couple of days. Like, oh my God, I don't know if I have access to a gym. Like, yo, you could straight up go on the beach, walk for an hour with your friend, dog, family, whoever you're with, your partner, doesn't matter. Go for a walk, maybe do like a body weight circuit on the beach, go for a swim. And then when you go out, just be a little bit more intentional with what you're eating. You do that continuously. And then when you get back on your routine, right? That's it. That's literally it. And when you think of the grand scheme of this, there's 24 hours in a day. It takes 1 hour for a workout. So you're telling me we don't have the time. Man, it just doesn't make sense to me. Because if you wanted it badly enough, you would find a way to do what it takes. We spend all this time on Netflix and social media and doing all these things and going out to the clubs, but you telling me you can't find 4 hours in the week to take care of your physical and mental health? Interesting. It's funny how that works, because that's all you need. It's 4, maybe 5 sessions a week. You spread that out. The session takes 1 hour. 4 hours for the week to move the needle continuously. If we have 24 hours, how many hours is that in a week? I don't know. I'm terrible at math, but like, think of it of that perspective. Body weight circuit on the beach. Enjoy yourself. Have a little fun with it, right? Something is always better than nothing. I feel like I say that over and over again on this podcast, but like, dude, Think of your efforts compounding over time. Is it better to be 100% for 2 weeks and then quit on it? Or is it better to maintain that 60, 70% for the next 5 years? You know the answer to that, right? So let's recap really quick for today, guys. Fitness is not a prison sentence. I'm going to say that again. Fitness is not a prison sentence. It is a gift. It is a privilege to move your body and take care of your physical and mental health. And when you could really get to that place, that is what I see serves my best clients. That's what I do for myself. So if you're listening to this in the car, cooking, walking, doesn't matter. Understand that clearly. Okay. You can find a routine that works for you if you're willing to put in the effort. Don't get so fixated on thinking it needs to look a certain way. Let go of that. Take a breath, like relax. Just because things happen that may throw you off your routine doesn't mean that you should just throw in the towel and quit. I'm saying that with confidence because I used to do that for so much of my life, man. And I feel like I've finally gotten to this place that it has allowed me to see good results and keep them. And I'm giving you this framework right now, right? What do we think of that? What do we think of that? That makes sense? What's your favorite dinosaur? Yo, TikTok is something. TikTok is something. But what do you guys think of that? Do you think that's valuable? Do you think you can implement that into your life and see a difference? Because I do, right? And I truthfully want this for every single person who's listening to this right now to understand that it can be fun and enjoyable. 1% each day. That's all it is, man. Think of time passing regardless of what you choose to do. Think of that for a second. I want you to sit in that as we wrap up today's episode. If you could just do the best that you can every single day, then why can't you get the result? And most of the time, all the information is right in front of you. If you're in the right rooms, if you're working with the right people, asking the right questions, and you're staying patient, you're trusting the process, and you're being consistent with that, then why can't you get the result? It doesn't have to be so cookie cutter. So guys, that is it. That is all. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Hope you have the best day of your entire lives, and we'll see you in the next episode. Peace, love, and protein. You know the drill. Let's get it. Boom. Yo, your boy's growing. Let's fucking get it, baby. Joey G, what is going on, brother? Karen Farias, am I saying that right? Mr. Namey. I don't know what language that is, but that's pretty cool. Alexa, honestly, I love it, but the deep stuff people don't listen to unless they actually want it. Man. And I agree with you to a certain extent. It is frustrating, but that's why I believe in what I do. Because if I'm able just to have someone maybe approach something differently just one day, maybe that'll click for them. And that's my job as a coach, as a trainer, a lifestyle transformation specialist, because that's what it is. So I appreciate you guys. I have to do a couple things that require my attention. So I'm going to peace out. Hope you guys got value, and we'll see you in tomorrow's episode. Team Zoom call for my clients coming on tonight. I can't freaking wait. It's going to be lit. All right, guys. Peace.